We're Hacker Twins, and today we're going to be controlling a relay with temperature sensors to automatically turn this pump on and off. I have a in-ground swimming pool. It's very nice. I really enjoy it. But it's got a diving board. Yeah, it's got a diving board and a heated slide. It's fucking awesome. And I want to heat it using the power of the sun. My house is up against the forest. It blocks the sunlight from hitting the pool. I have a roof like right near the pool and it gets all the sunlight. So I've put black irrigation tubing on that roof. It's 500 feet of tubing. The idea is I'm gonna pump water from my cold pool onto this hot roof in the sunlight and then have sunlight heat up the water in the tubing and put that back in the pool. But we wanna automate it because I have to plug it in and unplug it myself. The sub pump is in the pool. Definitely a hazard. I have to unplug it when I go into the pool. And remove it from the water. I don't need to go swimming with a toaster. I'm gonna build a solar heater on that roof. Just gonna measure the roof to see what size the coil should be. And I'll probably build it in the grass over there. I don't wanna go more than 10 feet in diameter. Yeah, I'm gonna hook it on with this thing. And look at this, roofer's choice. Makes perfect sense, right? That's not really a good shot of it, is it? It's gonna be hot on that roof, and those coils are on that roof, and we'll see how it does tomorrow when it's sunny. All right, it's a sunny day, and I've got this meat thermometer. I'm going to use it to test the water temperature. I've rigged up a sump pump and set the solar system up here. You can see the tubes are all completely covered in sunlight. The water's coming out fairly quick, but it is going through 500 feet of tube. I guess even more. It's coming out at 89.1 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pool water is 76.6. Let's go do some math. All right, Jeff, so what have you brought to me? What device is this? This is an ESP32 microcontroller, so it has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Yep. And this is a relay. And we're not using the Wi-Fi today, we're actually connecting the Bluetooth on this to the web browser. And these two sensors here, one of them is labeled a cold and the other is labeled a hot. This way we can measure the temperature of the cold water and the hot water separately. Currently, this is only programmed on the cold side. When the threshold reaches a certain temperature, it will turn on. So actually, let me show you how this works on my computer. Now we're gonna see the temperature drop on the cold live in the web browser. These waters have been outside. They're gonna be similar temperature. I don't know, how dirty if not warmer. Let's put it in my mouth. Than the air. Oh man. Armpits are warm. Right? Yeah. Well, oh, there you go, it's climbing. Yeah, it's starting to climb a lot. So what we'll do, instead of that, let's put it back in the water and I'll change the threshold from 22 down to something like 24. And this LED will turn on, I can hold this, when it's below the threshold. So I've saved the preferences to be below 24, and hopefully the bottle's cold enough. We're at 24.2. So let's do this. We're going to let it out, and you're gonna lightly blow on it, and it's gonna drop. And there we go, did you see that? I got the Superman ice breath. Put it back in the water to heat it up. I'll do my armpit. Or your armpit. I'm just gonna... And it turns off because we've gone over 24 Celsius. And if you blow on it to cool it down... Oh, it needs the water for the air to... Water's really good at absorbing energy. It's also pretty warm in the studio right now. Just slow down. Just let it... It's gonna hit temperature. Stop. What if we blow together? I wasn't gonna high five you. We're not doing this video. Watch, ready? Yeah, that'll probably get there eventually. Woo! Oh, woo! Here it goes, and it turns back on. Wonderful. So this experiment works great. Now it's time to actually set up a larger power source. We have this really useful energy bank that we bought on Amazon. It does a range of voltages, and I think it's up to 10 amps. So that's a 5 amp motor that we have. We'll be able to power it and pump water. So I'm going to remove the LED and we're gonna try and use this pump now. And we're gonna get water from this white bucket, put it into this orange bucket. So what I'm thinking here is the logic is that the sensor, when it's cold, it turns the pump off because I don't need to be pumping cold water into my pool. And when it's hot, it turns on. We're gonna need 2 different pieces of PEX. For the record, it was my idea to do this outside where there's like less electronics and less studio. Yo, quit being such a baby. This place is begging for experiments to be run in it. And now you wanna rip it from its experiment. It's like, no, dude, please. And this is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. People should not try and replicate. I don't even think it's for educational purposes, honestly. Well, if we do something wrong, they can learn. That's fair. I mean, I feel like we're gonna learn something. All right, well that should work. Just double check to make sure the relay's not f***ed up. Is it documenting this? Oh yes. Unfortunately, all this is getting documented. Wait, you're about to pump in 5 volts into this thing. 12 volts. Does this take 12 volts? It should. It'd be fine. This is probably the wrong sensor. Is it the right? Ah! You're right, there is no reason to touch it. It does smell a little stinky, doesn't it? Yeah, I would turn everything off. Thank you, little motor. Let's try again. You know what? This is pretty frayed. The #1 troubleshooting issues on a vehicle or a tractor of it not starting is a bad ground connection. Maybe we just had a bad connection. How many hacker twins does it take to screw in a frickin' terminal wire? The water must be cooling down your armpit. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see how well water will flow through the PEX pipe while we hold it on as tight as possible with our fingers. Go ahead and confirm the temperature sensors one last time. You promise that's the armpit one? No. I might have the wrong one. Yeah, you have the wrong one. All right. Well, why don't I just flip the logics around? Yeah. And then we can get this to run. Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's open ChatGPT. Let's take 5. I can be your ChatGPT. I know, I just started thinking about it. Let's code together, right? What is this thing? That's the most important wire. That's okay, cool. We should use this to increase the temperature. This thing's cooking. So the cold one just needs to be warmer? Above, yeah, warmer than 26. So it'll serial print when it gets above 26. Awesome. Okay, dude, we figured it out. We can manipulate these and it'll serial print, right? Yeah. It works. If this gets cold, it'll turn off. Correct. If we were just doing the wrong sensor. All right, so this is climbing down 27, 26, 25, and then it turned off. So for this experiment, because we don't have the heat of the sun, but we have the heat of Mark's armpit, we're gonna have the pump turn on when Mark's armpit heats up the sensor hot enough, just like the sun would heat up an asphalt roof. So we have it all going. Let me just move over the sensor, now that we've updated the code, to the live view. Boom. All right, we're gonna power on the relay. The relay's on. Now we just need to simulate the heat of the sun. We're at 23.3 degrees Celsius and climbing. The sun's not that bright today, I guess. And there we go, we got water flowing near electricity. Yeah. And we did it, we're cooling off the other sensor on the hot side. That's a lot of water. This is really great. Now go ahead and maybe cool off the sun, maybe. I guess we're running out of water. Yeah, it'll kick off. Oh, and now we've kicked off. Great. So we've simulated the entire project that Mark has set up at his house. I'll probably turn this off. Yeah. One of the things is I've come to the conclusion that this is not worth doing at all. We even experienced it here. The air rips the energy from the water. Water is really good at transferring energy. If my calculations are correct, it's like 10,000 BTUs. And in order to actually heat a pool like that, I would need to be doing like 120 to 200 BTUs to actually get anything noticeable. I'm getting like 0.2 Fahrenheit increase of temperature from doing this method. After doing more research, I found what you actually want to do is you want to get a pool cover, it's like bubble wrap kind of material, and you roll it out over your pool, what it does is it stops the air from ripping the energy out of your pool. I guess in this case, an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure. It's better just to keep the heat from escaping. Right. I'd probably have to cover my whole roof. That's not worth doing. That's how experiments go. You do stuff, you get the data, and you do stuff with that data, and you make decisions about how to spend your resources. Oh wait, I just have to squeeze it. If you like playing with sensors, like and subscribe. Oh, got it. Don't put a bunch of black tubing on your roof to hope that it makes your pool magically warmer. It's kind of cool to do on your roof because it's passive, but at the end of the day, it's just not enough energy. Great, good to know. That's all the time we have for today. Hacker Twins out. BTUs. What does BTU stand for?